Good afternoon, students. Welcome. I'm Professor J.D. Padil, KKO College of Agriculture Engineering and Technology, Nashik. So today we are going to study on rice milling machineries in rice milling industries generally. So firstly, introduction of rice milling machineries. The first process in rice milling, in generally paddy milling, hulling. Hulling of paddy is done to remove the husks from the paddy grain. For removal of husks from paddy, it is necessary to apply searing action friction to the grain surface. Due to application of friction, there is some breakage of grain also. Then after hulling, separation process is done in rice milling industries. After hulling, the resultant mixture contains brown rice, husks, broken grain, and some other grains. To have a brown rice, these constituents need to be separated. Then for hulling of paddy, number of machines used in rice milling industries like hullers, huskers, dehuskers, shellers. The machines used in hulling paddy are under runner disc hullers, Engelberg huller, centrifugal sheller, and rubber roll sheller. The efficiency of huller is defined as the percentage of grain hull with a minimum breakage. Also, efficiency of huller depends upon the construction of machine, its precision, its maintenance, adjustment, and its operation. The rice huller that is used to perform the selling and or whitening process use a special shield hard cast iron cylinder rotating inside a hardened screen. The degree of milling is controlled by the outlet slide which regulates the residence time in the machine. Also the huller blade which regulates the severity of process and it's adjustable to suit the variety and condition of the rice being milled to keep breakage to minimum. So this figure shows this is the rice huller. Under runner disc huller, this is also important machine in rice milling industries. It consists of two horizontal cast iron discs partly coated with abrasive layer. The bottom disc rotates and is vertically adjustable, whereas the top disc remains fixed. The clearance between the two discs depends on the variety of paddy and the condition of the grain. Firstly, paddy is fed into the center of the machine at control rate, and de-husking is done by compression and friction while coming out of the periphery of the disc. Okay. So this is the gray color inside in this machine. This is the abrasive stone. Then yellow color is the paddy kernel. Then light yellow color is the brown rice kernel, and thick yellow color this is the husks. Okay. So this is the underrunner disc huller. Okay. Consists of two horizontal cast iron discs partly coated with abrasive layer. Okay. Bottom disc rotate vertically. Okay. Adjustable where top disc remains fixed. Okay. Also clearance between two discs depends on the variety of paddy and condition of the grain. The advantage of this machine. The firstly capacity is higher than other types of machines. Also percentage of crack and broken grains produced is less than that produced by steel huller type. More power efficient than steel huller type. Also easy to operate. Low operation cost. Machine is very durable. Hulling efficiency is nearly comparable to rubber roll huller. Okay. Then disadvantage of underrunner disc huller. The machine is very heavy and requires a moderate size operating space. This process scratches the rice kernels. Also, as the abrasive stone wears sand and silicon dislodges and mixes with rice and bran, the capacity of machine is less than rubber roll seller. Also, huller efficiency in machine is 85 to 90%. Also, does not work well with paddy of mixed varieties. Okay. The next important machine in rice milling industries is a rubber roll seller. So this figure shows rubber roll seller, and this is a rice seller. It consists of two rubber rolls. One is fixed in position while other is adjustable to have desired clearance between the rolls. Both the rolls having same diameter means 150 to 250 mm and same width 60 to 250 mm but rotate in opposite direction at differential speeds. The welding efficiency of this machine is better as compared to other hulling machines. So this is also rice selling machine, rubber roll seller. Consists of feed hopper, then brown rice paddy husks mixture, at the second point, third immature grains at the bottom side, then brown rice at the discharge at the outlet, then 5 is the hugs by blowers or fans provided to remove the hugs. So these are the most commonly used type of DXA in the modern rice mills. In fact, modern rice mills are characterized by the presence of these types of cellars. The rubber roll cellar consists of two rubber rollers rotating in opposite directions at different peripheral speeds. One roller is fixed in position and another is adjustable laterally in order to adjust the clearance between the two rolls. So these rollers are generally spring loaded. However, the newer machines have a pneumatic system. The difference in peripheral speed along with spring load subjects the paddy grains falling into the roll, leading to compression and shear which strips off the husks. Also, rolls are cooled by blowing air on the roll surface. The comparatively higher selling percentage can be maintained in these rollers as compared to other machines. Also, as per the absolute value of speeds, higher the circumferential speed, higher is the capacity of the machine. But speed is restricted by grain breakage, the development of excessive heat and stress on the rubber, shearing and failure. Okay, in normal circumstances, the circumferential speed is limited to 13 meter per second. The greater the speed differential, stronger is the shearing effect. However, if this is too strong, the grains tend to break due to excessive strain. Then speed ratio of the slow to fast rollers may lie between 0.75 to zero point 0.8, corresponding to difference of over 2 meter per second in their absolute speeds. Then low compressive pressure between the rollers results in low de-husking, but if this is increased beyond a limit, it results in higher breakage of rice. Then another important seller in rice milling industry is the centrifugal seller. It consists of high-speed rotating impeller discs surrounded by stationary ring made up of rubber. Firstly, paddy is fed into the discs rotating at very high speed. Due to the centrifugal action, grains are forced against the rubber rim. Then the husk gets cracked by impact and shearing is affected. So some breakage does occur, especially in the case of de-husking of raw paddy. Then sellers of this type are available in small capacity range and are generally preferred for de-husking purple paddy only. So this figure shows centrifugal de-husker consists of paddy hopper, then paddy inside the machine, then brown rice at the bottom side, then stationary rubber ring, rotating impeller, and last husk plus rice. Okay. The next process in rice milling is husk separation. The discharge of rice cellar is a mixture of brown rice, paddy, husks, brokens, bran, and dust. The bran and dust are usually separated through an oscillating sieve with fine perforations. The brokens are separated through self-cleaning sieves. Husk separation is done using husk aspirators available in various designs. The husk separator, mixture of paddy, brown rice, brokens, and husks are fed at the top of the vibrating sieve. The broken pass through the perforation of the sieve. Okay, means mixture of husks, paddy, brown rice overflows from the sieve. Air is blown or sucked through the mixture. Then husk is carried away by the air and paddy and brown rice are collected separately in different spots. Then after separation of husks, dust, bran and small brokens, mixture of brown rice and paddy is obtained. The paddy is separated from brown rice using paddy separator. There are three types of paddy separators, namely compartment type, tray type and screen type. However, the most commonly used paddy separator is compartment type. Okay. The compartment type paddy separator consists of number of compartments in 1, 2, 3 or 4 decks. The number of compartments depends upon capacity of rice mill and varies from 5 to 80. Means up to 10 compartments single deck is used, up to 12 to 20 compartments 2 decks are used, up to 51 compartments 3 decks are used, and up to 18 compartments 4 decks are used in compartment type paddy separator. Also, polishers used in rice milling industries. The abbreviated polishers, okay, means brown rice is scraped against an abrasive surface and the outer part is cut away. And if scraped off by knife, meanwhile its grain rubs against each other and against other parts of milling chamber and bran layers are taken off. Means abrasive polish are of two types. First is vertical and second is horizontal. Okay. The vertical type abrasive polisher. The whitening cone consists of an inverted truncated cast iron conical rotor covered with an abrasive metal means material like emery. Okay. The mounted on a vertical spindle, the cone revolves inside a crive. The crive is lined with steel, wire, cloth or perforated metal sheets and is provided with vertically and equally spaced rubber brakes which protrude into the interstitial gap between the cone and the crive. As the rotor shape is conical, this allows the gap adjustment between the cone and the crive by moving the cone up and down. The brown rice firstly enters at the top of the rotor, moves outwards by centrifugal force to the annular space and is dragged along by the rough surface of the rotating cone. The rubber brakes tend to stop it and cause it to pile up against their sides. While pressed up against the brakes, grains undergo strong swelling and revolving movement because of their old shape and smooth surface. The grains are scored by the abrasive surface of the cone and also by friction as the grains are rubbed against the surrounding ones as well as lining of the creep. The grains revolve around a cone in the gap until their own weight causes them to sink lower and lower. Finally, the rice is discharged at the bottom of the cone. Then the bran layers are allowed to pass through the openings in the creep. Bran, because of its high oil content, lubricates the grains, making scouring and rubbing less effective. Therefore, bran is removed from the polishing zone as it is produced. Okay, this is the vertical polisher. Vertical cone polisher consists of feeding of our internal rotating cone, outer stationary cylindrical shoe, and polish grains. Okay, vertical abrasive whitening cone, feed offer, abrasive cones, rubber brakes, branch shaper, wire mesh, air, so outlets for brown and rice, also level adjustment to vertical abrasive whitening cone. The vertical polisher are divided into two groups according to the direction of flow. The first as the rice grains moving downward direction, the second as the rice grains being pushed upward direction. In the polisher that pushes the rice grains upward, the rice grains are conveyed by horizontal conveying screw and then pushed up with screw roll in abrasive sections. In the vertical down flow type machines, rice flows down by gravity. They are then polished by cylindrical grindstone. The pressure on the grain is controlled by hanging different weights on discharge gate. The grindstone means abrasive cylinder is formed in the same way as for the horizontal abrasive mill. Air is sucked through the mill stock as it polished. This prevents heating, reduces breakage, and keeps dust out of the mill. Then, second horizontal type abrasive polisher. This consists of abrasive cylinder discs attached to steel shaft rotating in a perforated cylinder, metallic screen mounted horizontally in an abrasive polisher. These polishers are also called primary polisher. Brown rice is fed into the system, passes through the clearance between silicon carbide abrasive roller and perforated steel cylinder towards the discharge end. As the grain passes through the space between the roll and the perforated screen, the bran layers are peeled off from the grain. The bran passes out to the screen and polished rice is discharged to the outlet. The pressure on the grain is controlled by hanging different weights on the discharge gate. Means resistance pieces attached to the perforated steel cylinder help to alter the flow, ram and the grain density inside the milling chamber. The angle of resistance pieces can be adjusted and outside even when the machine is in operations. The angle of resistance pieces against the average rotor can be adjusted from 0 to 90 degree. By changing the angle, rise movement in the whitening chamber and the resistance to grain flow can be altered. This is the horizontal abrasive polisher, consists of feed offer through conveyor mechanisms inside, abrasive rollers also, and outlets. One indicates screen, second indicates milling roller, and third indicates bran. Also important in rice milling industries, rice plant shifters. So this figure shows rice plant shifters generally used to separate broken rice from head rice. After means grading after polishing operations. Okay, means after polishing operations, the grading is done. The milled rice contains, in addition to whole grains, broken grains of different sizes as well as some bran and dust. The separation of these materials, termed as a grading, must now be done in sealed means rice milling industries. The bran and dust particles are removed by aspiration. Brokens may be separated either by sifter or plant sifter. In sifters, grading is based on difference in breadth or thickness of brokers and holes. Okay, brokens and holes. The generally plant sifters used in seed means rice milling industries remove separated brokens. Okay, thank you, students.